We're getting close to Halloween season, so spooky season. So I figured it was only fitting that I would come on and take a look at 3 ghost videos for you. And I used the quote sign. Well, you'll see as we progress. This first video, I'm just going to warn you right now, the audio is, well, you'll see what it is. It gets really loud at one point, but let's see the house spirit caught on camera and see what I have to say about it.
I caught a spirit on camera. Last night at 3 a.m., I heard 3 loud knocks on my door. Only it was more like banging.
Only like you really edited that in there, but you didn't sort of compress it to sound like the rest of the audio. Just saying.
Gut telling me not to answer the door. Then minutes later, the same thing happened again, and this time it was even louder. I checked to see who it was, but when I looked out the window, there was no one there. My instincts were telling me this wasn't your average prankster, so I got online and did some research. I read about the 3 at 3 phenomenon and how...
And this should tell you right now, he is within the first 20 seconds, at least I am kind of almost positive that this is an entirely created situation, because when you're hearing the banging and then you just decide to do some online research and you bring up the 3 at 3, which is an alleged real thing where ghosts knock on your door at 3 o'clock in the morning. But let them continue.
House spirits use this time to find a new dwelling. Never answer the door if you hear 3 knocks at 3 a.m. I did some reading to get my mind off things, but as soon as I started...
Okay, now right there is where he allegedly got touched, and he's going to show you a close-up here in a second. Then I'm going to back it up.
Something touched the back of my head. I checked my security cam to see what it was, and my blood ran cold. It looked like an invisible hand was grabbing my...
Okay, you see that where definitely looks like somebody rubbed their hands in his hairs. And let me back it up just a few frames here and see the point where he claims he got touched. Let me know if you see his hair move at all.
But as soon as I started, something touched the back of my head. I checked my security cam to see what it was, and my blood ran cold. It looked like an invisible hand was grabbing the hair on the...
So I'm going to back it up one last time because I want to get a closer view, because I don't see his hair move in the alleged original video.
Telling me this wasn't your average prankster. So I got online and did some research. I read about the 3 at 3 phenomenon and how house spirits use this time to find a new dwelling. Never answer the door if you hear 3 knocks at 3 a.m. I did some reading to get my mind off things.
Yeah, I must have watched that thing 15 times, and I don't see his hair move except for when he does the replay of the close-up, which... another thing I'm going to talk about in just a second with the replay.
But as soon as I started, something touched the back of my head. I checked my security cam to see what it was, and my blood ran cold.
Now, normally, if you're going to zoom in, the camera footage from the original shot was above his head. Now, all of a sudden, it's below his head. So... I'm calling BS on this.
Looks like an invisible hand was grabbing the hair on the back of my head. I needed to know if the house spirit was already inside. So I read about this glass test online, that if you fill up a glass of water and place it on the counter, the water will turn hazy or bubbly if you have a house spirit. My security...
I'm going to stop it right there because, well, you know what? Let him finish. Maybe the rest of you out there want to watch it.
Security cam detected motion in the kitchen. When I came to check on the glass, I cannot believe what I was looking at. Like and follow for next.
Yeah, like and follow to see what the glass test came up with. I did not like and follow. I did not seek out the glass test. But I have never heard about the hazy water of the spirit being in your house before. I've heard about putting glasses down and getting them to move it. I've actually experienced that before. But as far as the hazy water, That's a new one. I'm calling BS on this entire video. I think he created this whole thing. So, not a ghost. This next one is actually pretty interesting, but we'll break it down step by step. As you can see, they claim they captured a ghost on their, I'm assuming, security camera, but must be a motion security camera because it follows the alleged ghost. Now, initially looking at this, it is kind of interesting that they're capturing. This is what a ghost would probably look like if you were to capture it on a cam, which I have before. And the ones that you see where they're completely solid and look like a human just doesn't happen. But this one is interesting. My only issue with this entire video is that they seem to be following the ghost with their security camera. Maybe they were sitting on their porch filming this, but and it repeats here. My guess is, and I don't have any concrete proof for this, and I'm trying not to poo-poo every video I watch, because this one is very interesting. It is very ghostly looking, but my skeptical eyebrow raises when I see the camera following it, and it almost looks, and I'm not, this isn't me saying that a ghost couldn't be wearing contemporary clothing, because certainly they could, but it almost looks like they've kind of degraded the film stock a little bit to sort of make the person look more ghostly, because it's not a very clear picture. And it doesn't mean maybe they don't have the highest quality of camera, and that's 100% possibly true. But it almost looks like they're doing that to create the ghostly effect on the footage. That's just a guess. It is. And then you saw the ghost pause right there, right in front of the house. So, although I think this is a very interesting video, it leads me to think that maybe they created this with a little bit of camera trickery and some video making software. I don't know. What do you think? And the final video that I want to share with everybody, you'll recognize the face behind me on the screen. That, of course, is the Spirit Sleuth, and I've watched a couple of his videos before on this program. And he's somewhat of a bigger content provider on all the platforms and somewhat of a minor celebrity, specifically around Appalachia on the East Coast within the paranormal. And when he started, he was initially just sharing ghost videos, but now he's sort of switched a little bit. He's now not claiming they're all ghosts. He's kind of stating that they're all demonic figures being captured in lieu of calling them ghosts. I don't necessarily subscribe to that opinion, but hey, that's his opinion, and we really don't have concrete proof of it. So he's entitled to it. So if he wants to call them demonic, he can call them demonic. But let's take a look and see what he has in store for us today.
The scariest thing that you see all week. If you've ever wondered if funeral homes are haunted, I'm getting ready to answer that question for you. Yes. When I watched this video for the first time, it literally gave me chills.
Now, before he continues, we've actually investigated a couple of funeral homes before, and he's right about that. There's definitely activity going on, as you could probably guess, at funeral homes. Specifically, one that we did do. It was wasn't that we didn't catch any ghostly apparitions, but we got a lot of strange voices, which I know people are one side or the other with EVPs, but with with the K2 meter, we had a very almost like it was interacting with us. We were asking it to light up the K2 meter and it would light it up on command. So does that prove it was ghosts? No, but it was hard to kind of describe or explain away. But continue.
I'm going to get out of the way and just roll the footage when I do, and it's a security camera from inside a chapel of a funeral home. It's you can see the chairs sitting around. A security guard is making his rounds. Something caught his attention, either a noise, he's seen something, so you can see him. It's black and white, night vision. You can see him looking around, but what happens next is mind-blowing. Watch this footage. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. I think demon 100%. If you have any evidence you'd like to share, my email's listed in my bio.
Now you heard him there say it's demon 100%.
Check this out.
Now, to me, the little boy is the quote demon that he's speaking of. And like I talked about on the previous video, very rarely are you going to capture a ghost or a demon that's that solid of an image. At least I would assume so. And if you read some of the comments in there, they're talking about all the dust flying up there, calling them orbs. And he even admits he's not a big orb person either, which people that know me know I'm not an orb person either. There's way too many things orbs could be: moisture, dust, insects. So you really can't say that orbs are spirits. But watching this video, I just think the security guard either brought his kid to work with him or somebody's playing a prank on him. Because at no point in this entire video do you even think that that is anything but a little kid running around. And I know there's a lot of videos out there of people showing solid object and claiming they're ghosts, but none that I've ever credibly seen have made me think that this or any of those are actual apparitions. So there you have it. 3 ghostly videos leading us into the Halloween season. And I don't know why I just extended Halloween. Maybe that was my lame chance at trying to be spooky. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments. And remember, nothing good ever happens until after dark.